I received this, email telling me about this great new idea, like this opportunity, and immediately I took it as a sign and I was like, oh my gosh, let's do this 100%, like I'm in on it. But at the same time, I kind of had, like this time, I kind of had a more mature approach. So I wasn't rushing it into it, but I definitely was feeling the weight of it, and I was waiting for the right time to start this thing also because I felt like it was a great opportunity for me to grow, for the people to influence in a positive way the people around me, not only myself but also the people around me, and to be in a certain way more useful. And so I was, I was excited, but as just like many other things before, my mom was like, girl, don't think that God's action is limited. Like, you're not going to, God will in your life is not going to be trumped just because you are not given this opportunity, you are not able to, for whatever reason, access to it right now. Like, God's promises are still going to be fulfilled, they're still going to happen. Nobody can change that. And then at that point I realized that so many times I have treated like God's will for my life, his plans, his thoughts for me, as if they were like fragile, like little plans that they need protection from any and everybody. Kind of I was still, sometimes I'm still in that fight or flight mode where I have to blindly attack people who are trying to like get in the midst of it. And then I heard this thing. It was from, I think, a YouTube video that I heard, and it said about this like dog being beaten down so many times by his previous owner that when he got to a new owner, he actually was aggressive even before being touched, even before being given food. And that's because he had been used to being beaten down, and that's why he was not able to, he was not able to receive the love, to receive the care, to receive the attention. And of course, the owner, being wise, he realized that he was probably suffering from some kind of past trauma. And so with the help of others, he managed to, in a way, create an environment that was welcoming and warm enough so that the dog could finally give in and, and trust the new owner. And so it kind of felt like that, like it made sense. And I was like, wait, I'm reacting. I am not acting out of trust, out of faith, out of love, but I'm acting out of fear. I'm trying to make this happen because I'm scared that someone is going to like sweep it away from me. Whereas God has always been faithful, in the past, in the present, in the future. Especially in the past, as I was like so far away from him, I remembered like I didn't have as close of a relationship as I have now, and still he was able to fulfill most of my desires, like the desires of my heart. I've been able to do things that I couldn't even imagine. I was wishing and hoping for, but it wouldn't have been possible if it weren't for him ultimately, because health is not guaranteed, money is not guaranteed, a house, a roof over your head is not a guaranteed. And so having all this and having, the opportunity to do some experience and actually go outside and travel and see new people, meet new cultures, and eat different foods, it's just not a given. And I'm so very thankful for that. And I realized that I'm so, I'm actually so blessed as I'm speaking with my friends, and they're like, oh my gosh, like you've been here, you've been there, you've been everywhere. And I'm like, thank God. He's been wonderful to me, even though I haven't been so much towards him, because I know that we all fall short. And but he's always faithful. He's never changing. And many times also in the Old Testament, I would read and hear, like, I'm not doing this because of you, but I'm doing this in my name because I am this, directing the action and the promise back to him, because he's always faithful and he's never changing. He's always going to be that. As much as we are unfaithful, ungrateful, and all the negative stuff that you can think of, yes, we are all that and more. But by the grace of his son Jesus Christ, we've been saved, we've been cleaned, we've been purified, and we've been perfected in him. And today more than ever, I'm so very grateful that I'm realizing that. It's not to say that I have to let things go, because the moment that you don't believe, that's when your dreams die and your promises are not being fulfilled. You do have to believe, but you don't have to force your way in. Like, God is so much more powerful than anything that you could do. So keep praying, keep believing in everything, keep hoping in everything, keep believing, keep hoping, keep praying, and ultimately he's going to make things wonderfully in a way that we couldn't have imagined. I hope that you enjoyed today's message. I invite you to like this video. If you have any comments that you want to ask, I invite you to leave comments down below and subscribe. See you next time.